If you own a business, you're probably aware of the new federal requirement to report the beneficial ownership. The point of this report is for the federal government to identify individuals who control businesses. It's reported to and enforced by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Sole proprietorships and general partnerships do not have to report it, but LLCs, including single-member LLCs and corporations, must file the BOI. If the company was formed before 2024, the report is due by December 31st of 2024. And if the company was filed after January 1st of 2024, it must be filed within 90 days of formation. The easiest way to file is on their website, and there's no fee to file. This is not a tax return and will not trigger an audit from IRS. So without further ado, let's get into it. If we head on to fincen.gov's website, we can see on the front page there's information about beneficial ownership information. So let's click on it. It's going to take us to its page. You can read more about the report down below. We're going to click on File. There are a couple of options to file. You can download the PDF file, fill it in offline, and then you can upload. Or you can just do it online, which is probably the easiest way. So here, it's most likely the initial report, but you can also make updates and corrections if you made a mistake. So it's not the end of the world if you make a mistake by accident. You can read the privacy disclosures. Here, you're going to put the name of the corporation. We're just going to make a fake corporation. Could be an LLC too. If there's a DBA, enter the DBA as well. Tax identification. If it's a single member LLC, you can also use your SSN or ITIN number, but in most cases it's going to be an EIN. Also, if it's a foreign corporation doing business in the United States, you can choose foreign, right? So now let's say it's an EIN. I'm just going to put all nines. Well, apparently there's no protection. Make sure there are 9 digits. Country of jurisdiction of formation. So if it was formed in the United States, obviously put United States. If somewhere else, put that country. State of formation, let's say Alaska. Current address. Obviously put the current address of the company. Use the principal address, not the registered agent, not the mailing address. Use the principal address. Gonna click next. Here it's asking for company applicant. Now, this is the person who submitted the paperwork with the Secretary of the State. Now, there's a question whether if you file the company with a lawyer, should the lawyer be the company applicant? Well, the answer is no. It's still the person who initially wants to open the company, right? So lawyer is just an intermediary who provides that information to the Secretary of the State, but it's the person who opens the company. So do not enter your lawyer's information, just enter your name and then your address, your country of jurisdiction, etc., etc., and then you can also use your identification. Yes, so here, form of identification of issuing jurisdiction. So it could be a US passport, could be a foreign passport, could be a US driver license, or a state or tribal ID. So choose whichever you want to choose, right? And then you can upload a picture, make sure it's a clear picture. Click next. Now the beneficial owner. So every person that controls the company, and it could be done differently, right? So typically someone who I can even show you here, or maybe I can't. Well, here, who's a beneficial owner, right? So there's some ways. And what's a substantial control? Could be a senior officer, right? It could be someone who can appoint or remove other officers. It could be an important decision maker. It could be someone just has substantial control in some different ways, right? So anyone who basically controls the company, there's no one standard for it. There's no, let's say, ownership of 51% share, even though that would probably qualify as a substantial control. But even if you don't own a majority in a company, you may still be considered to have substantial control over it. So anyone who has substantial control will be added as a beneficial owner. You can add additional owners here. So enter their name, their date of birth, their address, their ID, upload a picture. Then you click next. And then here is the person who submits the report. So in this case, it would have been my name if I was actually filing it, or basically whoever's filing, right? It doesn't have to be the beneficial owner or the applicant. As long as you can, you're authorized by the company to file this report, you can do it, right? And then you click I agree and you submit it. This shouldn't take more than 5 to 10 minutes to complete. And once you click submit, you'll get a confirmation. You'll get a PDF file with all the information you entered. Just save it for your records and you should be good to go.